Good morning, friends. Today we can discuss about diseases of mango and their management. See the list of the diseases of mango. There are series of, I think, already have been discussed in practical classes regarding 48 diseases are there. People are going to see the some of the information regarding mango. I think you are knowing that is the king of fruits as well as it belongs to an Acacia family. Even it is historically, this crop is known during even the Alexander Great. Okay, this much is enough regarding that one. And coming to the list of the disease, see here: bacterial disease, nematode, algal, and other minor physiological disorders, and majorly fungus. I think by combining all these things, there are 48 to 49 diseases are there in India presently, out of which only 14 diseases are economically important ones. But before going to economically important disease, we can deal regarding the list of the disease. Okay. See here, bacterial disease. Out of three bacterial disease, one is the major one. That is a bacterial black spot or bacterial canker. Is caused by Xanthomonas campestris over Mangifera indica. Okay. And coming to the nematode disease, wherever there is a horticulture crop is there, always there is a association of nematodes. You have to remember this one. Okay, dagger or lance or sickle, these are commonly present one. And coming to the another major disease, that is the algal disease. You have to keep in your mind, it is a major important disease, that is the red rust. Red rust disease is caused by Staphylococcus virescens. And coming to the other minor disease or physiological disorder, edema, internal necrosis, and later leaf. Okay, and some of the soft nose, sunburn, taper, like those, all those are many things are there. And coming to the majorly important fungal disease, alternarial spot, anthracnose, like this goes on series of lists. See here, see the list. And coming to post-harvest disease, anthracnose, it is pre-harvest as well as post-harvest important one caused by Coitotrichum gliosporide. Okay, and stem and rot, diplodia, stem and rot, black mold, brown spot rot. Still many more are there regarding post-harvest. Okay, this much is regarding list of the diseases of mango. And coming to the, I will discuss regarding major diseases in another PPT. Just I want to show here anthracnose disease. Okay, anthracnose. Coming to causal organism of anthracnose. Imperfect stage is the glomerella cingulata. Okay, you have to keep in your mind it is a perfect stage glomerella cingulata, and imperfect stage is a Coledotrichum gliosporides. Okay, coming to the fruiting body, it produces a sexual fruiting body, Asuruli. You have to keep in your mind Asuruli, and it bears a conidiophore. See, this is a conidiophore, and setae, whatever the hair-like structures are, these are setae. Setae means sterile structure, and conidia, whatever we are seeing, this is a conidia. Actually, it produces a dumbbell shape conidia. Okay, and coming to the conidiophores and conidiospore, conidiophore and conidiospores. Okay, this is one is a microscopic view. And coming to the symptomatology of the anthracnose, it considered as a pre-harvest and post-harvest disease. Keep this one in your mind. Considered as a pre-harvest and post-harvest disease, and it is caused by Coitotrichum gliosporides. Already we have discussed regarding this. Coming to the whatever the symptoms produced by anthracnose. See the series of list of these symptoms: leaf spot, blossom blight, wither tip, twig blight, and related dieback. And tear stain symptom: alligator skin development, cracking of mango epidermis, and fruit rot. See the series of list. Okay, and especially ripe fruits are the more susceptible for this one. Okay, coming to the leaf spot, one by one we can see here. Leaf spot, how it exactly develops on leaves. Initially, it is a circular light yellow or brown color spots here. Okay, initial this one, circular yellow or light brown color spots. And afterwards, it enlarge or develop larger one and become black or brown color. See here. Okay, black or brown one color. And in severe cases, and it coalesces, means it join one together and causes premature defoliation of the leaves or causes a short hole symptom. Okay, short hole is the major one here. And coming to the same one, whatever the initial development is there, and younger leaves. Okay, coming to the blossom blight, flower dropping, immature flower dropping or early dropping of the flower. So there is a development of small black or dark brown spots appears on inflorescence. Smaller black spots appear on inflorescence here. Okay, whatever the development is there, and later enlarge and cause the flower drop. This is the blossom blight. Okay, see here also it is there. In severe cases, black flags are development takes place are panicle, even pink, black, and flowers color development and clusters. Okay, this is a common one. See, infected and healthy one comparison, blossom blight. Wither tip. What is the difference between wither tip and twig blight? Any reason, any difference is that? See the photography. This is a wither tip. And this is a dieback. Wither tip means whatever the young development part is there, portion is there, it death occurs only, but it doesn't go the downward. Only it cause the death of the young development part. Okay, that is the wither tip. And coming to the twig blight and related dieback. Dieback means it is the death of the tissues from tip to downward. That is the dieback. And twig blight means infection appear instantly on twig and young branches. Okay, as a small black spots. See there, small black spots, and later enlarges and cause the stem decay or rotting, death, and causes the death of that one, and as well as twig blight, dieback, the common one. See here also. And coming to the pre-harvest infection on fruits, ripe fruits especially. What is, and it major it causes the tear stain. Tear stain symptom on ripe mango. How to differentiate tear stain and mango white milky exudates? If there is a tear stain symptom due to anthracnose means there is a brown spot exudates. Okay, here, see here. If there is a natural exudates means that is a milky opaque one. And coming to the alligator skin development. Alligator means there is a small crack is a roughened surface. It looks like a alligator, crocodile. That's why it is calling as a alligator skin. Okay. Fruit cracking, vertical or horizontal fruit cracking causes in unripened fruits. And coming to the post-ripen infection, there is sunken, depressed black spots development on ripened fruits. Okay. It fully covered entire fruits within 2 to 3 days itself only. This is a major thing. These are the susceptible ones. Coming to management, we can deal regarding epidemiological factor responsible for anthracnose in another slide. As just you can see here the management practice. So series of management practices are there. First one we can see cultural practice, sanitization of orchards. Whatever the trees are there, you can prune all in old gardens and remove fallen plant debris from the plant ground because they act as a primary source or there is the presence of conidia in those things, and especially give the optimum spacing. If there is a wider plant spacing means will inhibit the severe epidemics because it doesn't create the microclimatic conditions. And there is a interpolating mango with the other types of trees that are non-host of mango anthracnose pathogen. It means it reduces the inoculum. That is a major thing. And covering the fruit prior to harvesting with news or brown paper bags. This is a major thing. It avoid or restrict the development of the pathogen. And coming to the biological control, you have to spray Pseudomonas fluorescens at 3 week interval commencing from October. 3 weeks interval commencing from October. 5 gram per liter of water on 5 to 7 sprays. Begin to given flowers and bunches. It means October the disease onwards takes place, especially this is cooler season. So it avoids that one. And coming to resistant varieties, cultivar like Edward, Maigonjo, Elmandi are reported resistance. Okay. Coming to the chemical control before harvest. See, when panicle or fruits or twigs are infested, especially these are the three important stages: panicle, fruits, twigs are the infested. Then you have to take the spray any one of the chemicals. See, the series of chemicals are listed here. Dipenconazole. Dipenconazole is a major specific chemical for anthracnose in any fruit crop. 1 or 1.5 ml, especially here they recommended 30 ml means 3 ml, but it is a highly costly chemical. 1 to 1.5 ml per liter of water, you can take the spray. It immediately stop the infection spread, and followed by you can take out thiophanate methyl, chlorothalonil plus metalaxyl, acetyl aluminum, and azoxystrobin or copper oxychloride. Anyone, you can take the spray. So it is the best one part. And after that, chemical after post harvest, chemical control after harvest. What are those things? You can see here. Anthracnose can be managed pre-harvest sprays by carbendazim or thiophanate methyl at 15 days interval, such a way that at least you spray 12 to 15 days prior to harvest. And another thing, hot water dripping of freshly harvested ripe fruits containing fungicides, like this is the major one. Hot water dripping of freshly harvested ripe fruits containing fungicides like carbendazim 0.05% or 5-phenol methyl for 5 minutes at a 52 degrees Celsius. It gives the effect to control for post harvest. And you can see the other two steps for managing anthracnose. Refrigeration, you can keep it on 10 degrees Celsius, but do not chill fruits. 10 degrees Celsius, it restricts the growth or infection. And vapor heater, force air dry heat, applied for 3 to 6 hours, various temperatures. So it depends on variety. It can restrict or inhibit the infection. This is regarding, okay.